Right now at 6 o'clock, calls for the U.S. Coast Guard to be held accountable. A new U.S. Senate report accused the branch of covering up sexual misconduct accusations for years.
State lawmakers are set to weigh in on rising electric costs here in Connecticut. So Fox 61's Lindsay Kane is live at the Capitol with a preview.
Also breaking overnight, the Manchester road race got shorter, kind of. We're talking by a matter of feet. We're going to have those details and the explanation from race organizers.
All local, all morning. This is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
6 o'clock. Happy Thursday. Thanks so much for starting yours off with us, America Arias.
And I'm Tim Lammers. Good morning. We're going to start with the forecast on this Thursday so we can look at how today, tomorrow, maybe the weekend is going. Rachel, good morning.
Improvements on the way over the weekend. Originally, we thought Saturday may be a bit soggy. It will start off that way, but it will not finish that way, which is good news for outdoor activities. A few showers today, mainly in the afternoon. It's not going to be a washout of a day. Right now, we have a few areas of some mist and some drizzle in some spots, but for the most part, the state is dry, waking up to more clouds around. So you'll see mostly cloudy skies through the morning. There is an increasing chance for some spotty showers later on today. So grabbing that umbrella before you head out the door this morning might be a good idea. It's 64 right now in Hartford. We have a lot of clouds around. Winds out of the northeast around 3 miles per hour. Take a look at our temperatures, though. They're comfortable to start. 60 in Torrington, 65 in Bridgeport, 60 degrees in Willimantic now. And our humidity has dropped off. So it's really nice this morning, feeling almost like a bit of fall out there. Then over the course of the afternoon, we'll start to increase the humidity just a bit. That's going to be ahead of what will be some rain as we approach Friday into Saturday. So our Thursday forecast looks like this: upper 60s and 70s. So it is going to be a cooler day. 74 in Windsor Lock, 70 degrees in Meriden. Those clouds keeping our temperatures down today. Then we have a weather impact alert for Friday night into Saturday. That's going to be from the moisture that is right now, Debbie. So we'll talk more about that, the impacts that will have on our weekend forecast coming up. 6:02 right now. Let's get a check out on the road. Symphony, good morning.
Good morning to you and good morning, sunshine. If you're just waking up, here's what you can look forward to as you head out the door this morning. It's been a pretty smooth commute so far. No major incidents to report. First off, taking a live look at I-84 going through downtown Hartford, where we're seeing the volume is not too bad at all in the 6 o'clock hour. No delays reported on 91, 84, or Route 2 out in the Glastonbury area. Quick check of how things are shaping up in New Haven this morning as we check out I-91. Traffic volume pretty light in that part of the state as well. However, we are seeing a minor slowdown reported on 95 South heading down to Bridgeport. Speeds moving at 47 miles per hour, and you should get there in about 30 minutes. We have your next update coming up at 6:30.
Well, this morning, we're going to hear firsthand accounts from survivors of sexual abuse at the Coast Guard Academy as lawmakers are holding a hearing at Connecticut College where whistleblowers will testify about what they faced.
Now, those lawmakers released a report just yesterday giving us detailed descriptions of what happened. Fox 61's Brooke Griffin is live right outside the Academy in New London with more on what we are expecting later today.
Well, today marks the start of a pretty groundbreaking hearing. This is going to be these women that are coming forward about the sexual assault. They are testifying today. Now, they say that they not only were sexually assaulted at the academy, but they say they were told to keep quiet and cover it up. Really, in the end, just protecting the powerful people here at the academy that are in higher up positions. Now, 5 women are set to testify today. Panel chair Senator Richard Blumenthal says they are just a handful of those who have already come forward to get justice for what happened to them. He tells us the hearing is coming after more than a year of investigating the Coast Guard Academy's cover-up culture when it comes to reporting and handling sexual assault cases. This all stems from Operation Fouled Anchor. That's the Coast Guard's internal investigation into the Academy's assault reports over decades. The report was hidden from the government investigators for years. Yesterday, Blumenthal's committee issued a report containing about 80 accounts of whistleblowers who say they were sexually assaulted in some way while they were at the academy. Many of them say that they were eventually forced out of the Coast Guard earlier than planned due to pushback from higher-ups on their stories. Senator Blumenthal saying it's important for no stone to go unturned during the investigation, as survivors have already been through enough already.
Discouraging and shaming and disregarding victims and survivors of sexual assault, and also retribution and revenge against them for coming forward. A culture of cover-up that needs to be changed. And what we will see in our continuing investigation is hopefully a change in course for the Coast Guard.
And that hearing begins over at Connecticut College at 11 o'clock this morning. Now, it's unclear as if that's going to go past today, if it could be more than one day that they're going to be doing this, or even if they'll just hold more hearings that are similar. But as we learn more, we'll get that out to you. Live in New London, Brooke Griffin, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Brooke, thank you.
So much. Well, this morning, police officers in Hartford say that 2 men are in the hospital after they were shot. Officers responded to the area of 70 Orange Street just before 10:45 last night. Now, we don't know what led up to the shooting or who may have been responsible for it, but we will stay on top of this and get you details as soon as we get them. And new this morning, union workers voting to authorize a strike following months of unsuccessful negotiations with Omni New Haven. The hotel workers are asking for raises and better workloads. Their contract with Omni expired back in March. The union includes front desk staff, servers, and housekeepers. Now, it's not clear when or if the workers will walk off their jobs. Well, this morning, lawmakers are calling for lower electric bills as people all across the state are seeing huge increases in their monthly Eversource bills.
Yeah, so lawmakers plan to announce proposals this morning that they hope can lower those prices. Fox 61's Lindsay Kane is live at the Capitol with the details on that plan. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Some viewers tell us their bills have doubled this month. Now, lawmakers say the increase is extremely concerning, but now the question is how to address it and how to address it quickly. So this morning, Senate and Republican lawmakers are speaking out, unveiling some proposals they hope will lower the cost for people across the state. Eversource customers say they are shocked with their monthly bills. The public benefits portion of the bill has significantly increased, in addition to people also using more electric to stay cool. The state owes public utility companies around $800 million. Now, some of what is owed is paying off nuclear power and other special program costs of solar and energy assistance lawmakers approved. Other money is going towards past bills that people across the state did not pay. Now, that lasted 4 years across Connecticut. Electric could not be shut off for unpaid bills. Now, Eversource does not profit off the public benefits portion of people's bills. People across the state are struggling to keep up. Exactly how much your bill has gone up depends on how much you use, but the public benefits portion makes up about 60% of the bill, which is why people are really seeing and feeling that increase. But now the question for many people is what can be done. Some lawmakers are calling for a special session to address the skyrocketing prices. Now again, Senate and Republican leaders are unveiling proposals this morning to address the issue, but many people are calling on state funds to pay the difference, like ARPA funds or surplus money, for example. But Governor Ned Lamont says that is not an option.
We have a very tight budget right now. There's no surplus. We could have gone back in time and maybe redirected some money, but it's not legal. I mean, we have covenants, we have agreements that don't allow us to do that.
Lawmakers are set to speak out at 11:45 this morning, so we'll keep you updated on air, online, and on Fox 61 Plus as well. Live in Hartford this morning, Lindsay Kane, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Lindsay, thanks so much. 6:08 right now, and new for you this morning, there's a slight change when it comes to this year's Manchester Road Race when it comes to the distance.
It's all thanks to a recent remeasurement of the course through downtown Manchester. Now, for years, we've been saying it's 4.748 miles long, but as you can see from this new picture from race archivist Rick Dyer, it's now 4.737 miles, and even that is a bit of an approximation. Road Race officials said they measured the race. The course is now 59 feet, 11 7/16 inches shorter. For perspective, that's almost exactly the length of a bowling lane.
Oh.
The remeasure was part of an effort to have the road race certified by USA Track and Field and the national governing body for track and field, long distance running, and race walking. That course was last measured back in 1986, and you're thinking the streets haven't really changed. What's behind the difference? Was it a bad measurement? Right, did it shrink? Apparently not. The president of the Road Race Committee, Dr. Tris Carter, released his statement saying repaving done along the race route over the years and road alterations at the corner of Main and Charter Oak Streets when a drugstore was built there several years ago may likely have resulted in this slightly shorter length. Yes, they did change that intersection a few years ago. Now, we're told this all started coming to people's attention back on June 28th when a three-person team riding bicycles measured the course. It's important to note they followed the same equipment and procedures that were used to measure the course back in 1986. Now, what changes does this make going forward? Not a lot. The famous start-finish line is going to stay right where it is on Main Street in front of St. James Church. Organizers say the only changes that they're going to make will be the repositioning of mile markers and split clocks. Also, existing course records, they will not be impacted since they're not based on distance, but rather the overall course itself. And this isn't the first time they've recalibrated the distance of the race. Registration for the Manchester Road Race, whatever the length, opens at 5 a.m. on September 1st.
That's interesting. So it kind of did shrink.
It did.
40 years about.
So yeah, it shrank, and it's like we just noticed the shrinking now with the remeasurement.
Right.
So it didn't just shrink yesterday, but kind of recently,
Yeah.
I guess. Either way, there you go.